Hello and welcome to the whatcar.com podcast, which this week comes from sunny Istanbul. Tim Bowdler will be driving the Kia Proceed in a moment, but in the meantime, here's some news. The Citroën Berlingo and Peugeot Partner Combi, renamed the Partner TP, are replaced early this summer. They're both based on the same van and, like the current cars, are likely to make good, practical and cost-effective MPVs, with prices starting at around £10,000. This is the new Subaru Forester, which arrives in the spring to take on the likes of the Land Rover Freelander and Honda CR-V. Prices should start at about £18,000 for the range, which initially will only be available with a petrol engine. Subaru has developed a diesel, however, an intriguing horizontally opposed boxer engine, which we reckon is pretty good. Read about it in the review of the Legacy, which is the first to get the engine, along with the Outback, this February. Lastly, this is Mazda's three-door version of its new 2 Super Mini, which will cost from £8,000. Mazda promises it'll be sportier to drive as well as sportier to look at, but for real thrills, you'll have to wait for the hot MPS model, which is in development.
We're right in the heart of Istanbul. Behind me are the Turkish baths. To the left of me is the Blue Mosque with its 6 minarets. To the right of me is the Hagia Sophia. It's the 4th greatest cathedral in the world. How do I know it's the 4th greatest? Well, it's all about the size of your dome. St. Peter's in Rome, the Duomo in Florence and St. Paul's in London all have bigger ones. Domes, that is. Now I bet you're thinking, is this a travel programme or what? And if it is, where's that Judith Chalmers or that Shonky Guhar bloke? No, this is where Kia have chosen to launch their latest model, the Proceed. It's like the Seed, but it's the Proceed. You see what they've done there? It's packed in Istanbul. 12 million people live here. 96% of Turks use their car. The public transport system, it seems, is all over the place. We've been stuck in a queue for about the past hour, and we found it really a struggle to get through. I'm going to have to pull over. In truth, it's an absolute nightmare. We thought we had problems. So is the Proceed just another Seed with a fancy name and a few extra bits and bobs added on? Kia says no. It's a sportier version and only the bonnet and front wings are shared by the Seed. All the rest of the panels on you. It's got a shallower windscreen, a lower roofline, a restyled boot. Oh, and there's only 3 doors instead of 5. So is this any different to drive than the Seed? The short answer is no. We've driven the 1.6 petrol and performance is hardly going to set your pants on fire, but it's just about adequate. This is the 2-litre diesel. It's got a lot more punch, it's far more flexible and a lot more manageable. The ride's okay, but it's probably a little bit too firm, particularly around town. You get reasonable amounts of grip, but the steering feels a little bit light and airy-fairy, and the gear change is still impossibly notchy. Kia still haven't sorted that out. The cabin is well built, it feels all well screwed together and it's logically laid out. I think the worst thing about this car though is the rear visibility. Those chunky pillars at the back blot out too much of the view. The Turks like a good bargain, and with prices starting at just under £12,000, the Proceed is good value for money. We'd recommend the 1.6 diesel, which is just over £14,000. Overall, it's a good package, and with a 7-year, 100,000 mile warranty, you can't go far wrong with the Proceed.
Don't forget to come back to What Car next week for more videos. We've got Aston Martins and Lamborghinis lined up. I can't wait.